ลังจะลงนะจ๊ะรถกลายเป็นเรือเลยจ้ารถกลายเป็นเรือไปแล้วพวกเราจะไปกับรถคันนี้ซึ่งตอนนี้มีลูกค้าเต็มแล้ว Good morning มีลูกค้าเต็มแล้วมีฉันแล้วก็สามี2 คน
Righto. All right, good morning everyone. Hello, welcome aboard the Duck. The Duck does talk, which you'll find out shortly.
This area used to be known as the Near North Coast up until 1989, and the Landsborough Mauritius Music Council thought that Near North Coast didn't look too flash on the billboard. So they got together and they thought really long and hard to think of a new name because they wanted to entice new people to the fishing industry and more residents. They came up with the Sunshine Coast. We're pretty glad they did because if you look outside, we've got 300 days of sunshine like this all year round. The other 65 were a bit like last week if you guys were here. We don't need to talk about them though. Now we have got a red light though. I don't really see a whale, but I do know that there's a plethora of wildlife both on the island and in the surrounding waters. Now in those waters you'll find my favourite tropical fish, the parrotfish. Now these fish are very colourful fish and they're actually responsible for 40% of the world's sand. So one parrotfish poops out 1 tonne of sand a year. And I want you all to think about that next time you're on the beach because you're actually sitting on parrotfish poo. They are beautiful fish, I promise. There's also turtles, rays, wobbegong sharks around that island too. Highly recommend going for a little snorkel or scuba dive if you have a chance. A great place to view that island from. Have we got any playground enthusiasts on board today? There's no age limit on playgrounds. Indiri was enraged when he found Marucci missing and he set out after the young couple. When Indiri caught sight of them, he threw his knower, which is a club, at Coolum, knocking his head off into the ocean, which became the Duck Island. Coolum's body turned to stone and created Mount Coolum. The spirit god saw what Indiri did to Coolum and he was not pleased. The spirit god cast him to stone too, turning him into an Indiri crest. Marucci, filled with sorrow, ran to the Blackall Ranges and cried at the loss of her beloved Coolum. Her tears flowed down the mountain and formed Marucci River. As time passed, she decided to look for Coolum. Instrumental in the construction of this road, joining this residential area with the industry of fishing. Yes, this road leads to the freshest seafood in Queensland. Highly recommend heading down there at the end of the tour and grabbing yourself a feed. You can choose from 5-star sashimi to your classic fish and chips. Whatever your heart desires, really. And now, can anyone see some water? Yes. I hope you can. We're about to splash on in there.
Whoa.
And you'll be able to see all the fishing trawlers that are still out the back of the restaurant. Where? I don't see it. It's bright yellow. I can't see it. Oh, I found it. Now you guys can all start to take your seatbelts off. We don't need those on the water. And kids, just make sure your heads aren't too close to the handrails. It might be a little bit bumpy going down the boat.
ไปแล้วไปแล้ว
I know you're not chicken, Reggie.
มันกำลังจะลงไปแล้วกำลังจะลงนะจ๊ะรถกลายเป็นเรือเลยจ้ารถกลายเป็นเรือไปแล้ว
That was so easy. Reggie, these waters aren't cold though. They're 20-25 degrees all year round. Perfect for a little swim.
Bye.
Over on our right hand side now we have the Waterfront.
you're getting excited for whale watching season already,
Yeah, I
Charlotte,
want to
aren't
see
you?
my whale.
You can swim with the humpback whales over there.
Can you pop it?
They did turn up in April last year, but I think at the end of winter is best. We saw them on the Esplanade, 50 metres off the beach every day. Boom, jumping around.
August is the best time of year to see them. I reckon there's room for you over there, Reggie. Maybe not inside the house though. Definitely on the grass.
There's playground up there.
Might even be on time for work, Reggie. If these houses are a bit too out of your budget and you prefer living on the water though, you look out to our left-hand side now. Yeah, left-hand side. You'll see the little Las Vegas Anchorage area. You guys can enter your boat here for free for as long as you like, or you can stay on your boat for up to 7 nights. Some of these boats here do become abandoned though, and they do become environmental risk. They can crumble from their anchors, and they can cause damage to other boats or properties around them. Just like these. We've got my personal favourite though, the Stark Whistle. It's a great one. They're a great way if you want to annoy mum and dad. Or Tom. And we have a little touchscreen ring too. Now they do float. If you put more than one camera though, it may not float. They're a bit of decoration.
My favourite boat just went past little yellow sailing boat down the back there. Also known as Pay It Forward. If you did have a close look in that yacht, you would have seen a volunteer taking a child with a disability training. And they're having special sailability in Australia. We've seen more of their yachts as we cruise along from the marina up here. The local businesses, they'll choose a boat to sponsor, that way they can maintain it, and yeah, get out the water. Especially around these rocky foresaws. This is where they like to hunt. And look for crabs. The big framework. Over the past couple of years, I thought to myself, this water's way too dirty to further to come in. This is flood water, right? And so now I experience there's actually more turtle and marine wildlife when the water is this dirty. There's a junction coming up in about 40 metres. And up here, Reggie has seen the loggerhead turtle, the greenfish turtle, and once a week is an endangered horseshoe turtle. Now, dolphins do come in from time to time also. They're pretty fun. These fellas, this is the compact dolphin. You may consume 30 kilograms of fish a day. They're busy, right? They come in, fishing again, catching fish that can steal off the fishermen maybe. It's also the perfect habitat here for rays. It's got a nice and sandy bottom, it's shallow. Keep themselves flapping their wings into the bottom, throwing the sand on top, and they'll wait for a small prey to cruise on down. All the beautiful rain brings down prawns and baitfish down here, and they can and they get big, and they are Excitement. This includes the eagle run, the manta run, the stingray. It's all enjoy jumping out of the water for some reason. So I just don't even know why. But that's why it's a little bit terrifying. Because all of a sudden, an eagle ray will go, whoa. Now this is Australian eagle territory as well. So keep an eye out. We'll
เนี่ยต้องการแค่เนี้ยน่ารักดี I wonder how much
Well, shark fish, I mean, there's something in here as well. So the wobbegong shark and the shovelnose shark.
like that nice and simple
Particularly when the water is dirty. Now it's flood water, so you shouldn't be taking the pictures in there anyway. Yeah, they're so shallow the river. The point I'm leaving, so if there's any sharks, you normally see them on the surface. They're like a big mullet. That's quite right. They do make a lot. Those little birds. They're pretty incredible. He's there by himself at the moment, so they don't want to with his mate. It's so Billy. Hello, g'day, here you go.
Hey hello
First lot of ships here is prawn trawlers. One of these bigger boats we got held earlier. You can also see those buildings and beaches of Maroochydore and Alexander Headland. And over on our right hand side is Osprey Park. Tom was talking about these birds before, I think. But the osprey is disturbed by the sea eagle. And if you look over there behind the tree,
เราจะขึ้นกลับขึ้นตรงนู้นขึ้นทางนู้นแล้วกลับเนี่ยจะขึ้นตรงเนี้ยแล้วก็กลับไปที่เดิม
hold on. It's taking you safe minutes, but we're a little bit down to you.
โอ้โอ้ขึ้นแล้วปึ๊บอึ๊บ
Oh, Richie, that was easy. We don't need a trailer like all those other boats and cars in the car park.
ขึ้นแล้วจ้า
We'll get everyone to put their seatbelts back on now before we make our way back onto Park and Parade and head back to Sea Life. Now, Reggie has been a little bit quiet the last half of the tour, so I'm going to be quiet.